Greetings and welcome to the introduction to astronomy. One of the things that I like to do in each of my introductory astronomy classes is to begin the class with the astronomy picture of the day from the NASA website, that is apod.nasa.gov/apod. And today's picture for March 15th of 2023. Well, it is titled Jupiter and Venus converge over Germany. So what do we see here? Well, here in the foreground, we see several people looking up, one using a telescope and others looking up at a couple of bright objects in the sky. And these are two of the brighter objects in the sky and two of the planets. That is, to the left, the fainter one, the planet Jupiter, the largest planet in the solar system. And to the right, the planet Venus, the closest planet to Earth in the solar system. Now Venus will appear the brightest and is the next brightest object in the sky after the sun and the moon. And here we see the image when they were at their closest together, a time we call conjunction. Now conjunction is when two objects in the sky happen to appear close together from Earth. Of course, it does not mean that they are close together in space. They are actually far apart, Venus being much closer to Earth and Jupiter being well beyond it. So hundreds of millions of miles beyond Venus. So even though they're close together in the sky, because there's a three-dimensional aspect that we're missing here, they are actually far apart in space. Now this occurred and was a conjunction when they were close together. That occurred not that long, just a couple of weeks ago. And now they are separating, Venus getting higher and higher in the sky and Jupiter slowly fading into the glow of the sun and disappearing. So the same will happen with Venus. It will continue to get higher in the sky over the next month or two. And then it too will begin to get closer and closer to the sun again. And by the end of the year, it will be back into the morning sky. So here we get to see two of those during that conjunction. Now we have another one of these coming up in just a couple of months, not with Jupiter and Venus, but with Mars and Venus. So Mars is making its way this direction. And in a few months, we will be able to get to see these two in conjunction, and they will be relatively close together. Now how close they get is just a matter of the geometry of the orbits. Sometimes they can end up being very close together, here about a width of a full moon or so apart. Other times they can actually end up still being relatively far apart. And in certain cases, they can actually overlap each other in what we call an occultation, where they will actually fall together and one will pass in front of the other. In this case, Venus would have passed in front of Jupiter were there an occultation. However, that did not happen here. That takes a really perfect alignment in order to see something like that. So that was our picture of the day for March 15th of 2023. It was titled Jupiter and Venus converge over Germany. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.